Greetings, Mindcrafters, and welcome to another Minecraft discussion on this glorious day in northern Vermont as we winter lets go for a grip and we move towards, well, I was going to say spring, but I think Vermont's more like a three-season state. Unless you want, it usually goes from like winter to hotter. Not hot, but hotter. I don't know how much for spring there is, unless you want to count mud season. But anyway, it's still Trey Gorge. It's beautiful, so beautiful. So anyway, my name is Kimberly Quinn, and I am elated to be out here with all of you today. And there goes little G. Giovanni's the host with the most. I'm your hostess with the mostest. And today what I really want to talk about is I'm inspired by, I'm like home alone this weekend, unless you want to count Giovanni and the goats, and they absolutely count Hamlet and King Lear and Caesar, and certainly little G, who helps me host these little videos. But here's the thing, after having 5 wonderful kids who are now 5 amazing young adults out there just doing great things, and then now the husband, who rarely goes away, is away this weekend, and so it's wonderfully weird. I don't know how to say it. It's just strange. And the empty nest thing is, I don't know if it's all that's cracked up to be. I really miss my kids, honestly. And thankfully, we're all really tight, and we do the best we can with getting together, especially with ski trips. That's super fun. But I'm telling you, it's like the loudest quiet I've ever heard. It's super, super loud quiet. That's the best. It's almost like the woods is a loud quiet. But you're in our very large house, because we have 7 of us. And now it's just me and Giovanni and the goats, and it's a little strange. I'm beginning to feel, this is actually day 2, and I'm beginning to feel like I'm like on a Buddhist retreat or something. It's hard to describe. But anyway, I'm embracing the peace. Like the creative juices are totally flowing. I think I'm working on a book, and that's coming along super well. But I just wanted, the reason I'm sort of saying all this, it's a very contemplative day outside, and wow, the brook is babbling away. Anyway, the reason I'm saying all this is because the relationship with yourself is the most important one you'll ever have. I mean, think about it. There's so much, sort of negative talk and stigma around practicing self-care. It's like, Oprah says, she's so full of herself. No, that's a compliment. Thank you. Yes, I am, because keeping myself filled up, being out here in the woods with a little Giovanni, who wants me to keep moving at this minute, is one of the ways I do keep myself filled up. And then I've got all this positive energy to also share with other people. When you don't keep yourself filled up, you end up, just drained and empty and burned out and not that much fun to be around, quite honestly. And think about it too. We come into the world, in our nakedness by ourselves, and we go out of this world in our nakedness by ourselves. And so really, if you think about it, it's not selfish or in any way, that word narcissism is thrown around way too much, because that's actually deep and clinical and involved and complicated. But it's certainly not that either. It's not selfish. It's not anything. It's just, or I guess, who's I saying this to? Somebody. Maybe I was writing it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Or if you want to use the word selfish, okay, say it, but say it, maybe change it. Like it's a new selfish or a good selfish, a healthy selfish. That works. Because sometimes it's tough to get rid of the programming when you hear selfish. We're so conditioned by society to think that taking care of ourselves is selfish. So maybe just add a word. It's a good selfish, in the way that I'm loving myself, showing myself compassion. And quite honestly, I'm having a heck of a time. I'm home alone. So it's been great. Even though I miss my kids and my husband very much. You can like sit there and sulk and like, just think about everybody who's missing, and like, all the times and that we're in a new life stage and all that. You can sit there, or you can sit there and sort of reflect, and just with gratitude, with thinking, I got to be home with them. What a luxury in this day and age. I got to be home with them and just do so many fun things with them, and baking cookies and skiing, and just we did so vacation. It's been good. And now the husband is rarely gone, so that's also sort of an adjustment. But wow, I mean, those are your choices. So I've been just full of gratitude, definitely full of energy. I mean, even on any day, I've got enough energy to light up a small village. But for some reason, since everybody's not here and I've got this huge house to myself, I feel like I just want to do Zumba in the living room, like in my underwear or something. I don't know. It's just like, wow, like sock sliding, like in Risky Business, like, woo, right across the hardwood floor. I might do that later. I really might. And all these light minutes, like, it's so weird because all these years I made dinner for 7 people. And plus my husband, all their friends, because friends would come by too. And we used to leave chairs there. And sometimes he'd call them to drop by, stay late. And now it went from the 2 of us, and now it's just me. So guess who's getting takeout tonight? This kid. Totally. Think of all those life minutes that I can I don't know. It's wonderfully weird. That's the best way I can say it, because I definitely am not a fan of this empty nest thing. Though I'm rolling with it because what else do you do? So it's like mom's home alone. Woohoo! So that is the theme for today, is the relationship with yourself is the most important one you'll ever have. So be good to yourself. Do things that make your heart sing every day. Pick one thing. You're fortunate enough to have a walk in the woods like this, or at Central Park, or a park in San Diego, or wherever, something small. Definitely scratch something off your to-do list. There is absolutely one thing you can do. Make a not-to-do list. A not-to-do list. Scratch it off. Right now, I don't have to make dinner tonight. I just saved a ton of... And actually, I love to cook. That's not the point. But not today. Not on this day. Wah! So, a not-to-do list. Not cooking tonight. I'm going to go to the local the snowshoe, I think it's called, and I'm going to get myself some steak tips and have a one-woman party. Yeah. So, yeah, you got to do stuff that makes your heart sing. You got to keep yourself filled up. And you got to have fun. It's so important to be able to have fun with yourself. Like, just indulge. Make some popcorn, watch a movie, whatever. That's not my shtick as much. I don't like to sit. But I'm having a great time out here in the woods with G. So the point is, invest in yourself, because throughout all this life stages, the one constant is you, right? So it's really important to nurture the relationship with yourself all the way through life, so that when you find yourself home alone for the weekend, you're having a heck of a time. All right, that's it. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the woods in northern Vermont. Have a mindful day.